This one can be graded as second part of Raila's debate. But I'm targeting two people. I'm targeting two Kenyans. Of course, 99% of Kenyans are either Railaphobia or Railanatics, fanatics of Raila, his worshippers. 99% of Kenyans. You either find there are these people who hates Raila with a passion or who worship Raila with a passion. I think in today's shooting, I wanted to address the two. Whether you are a Raila phobia or Raila fanatic, kindly understand that Raila's candidature for the AUC is not Raila's candidature or even Kenyan candidature. It is an East African candidature. Of course, those who know me know that I do not stand by the principle of voting for our person. Of course, in a ward, it is always good for the councillor or the MCA to be from your village. And in a constituency, it is always good to have the MP from your ward. And from your county, it is always good for the governor to be from your constituency. And at the national level, it is good for the president to be from your county, basically. But if that person is a kifagio, instead of him going there or her going there to be a letdown to your local people, if it is being an MCA from your village and if it is being a president from your county, then it is even better to have a person from another place, from another county to be the president or another village to be the councillor or MCA if your person does not fit the bill. But when the first top layer, your village mate is from your village mate is a good leader, is among the top 3 or top 5, then it is okay for you to support him or her. But if your villager is useless, bottom 3, it is better for somebody else to be elected, because when your villager is elected and misbehaves or does not add up to the position that he or she is required, people will turn against you. They could say that, hey, all this year we have not been electing a president from this tribe. We have been right because we have now elected somebody from that tribe and he has proven to be useless. Or even his people have proven to be useless. We have some people, if a leader is from their corner, they'd always walk with a lot of gait. So at times, it is good to win with heshima. I would ask people to let us put aside our differences, and even after Raila wins, I would beg his worshippers, and I've used the word his worshippers, that they should be dignified in the way they accept the win. I want to reinstate here once again 2 facts. One, that I'm among the first people who endorsed Raila. And 2, I still believe, and all the facts are showing that Raila is the next chairman of the AUC. So I would tell his people, especially locally in Kenya, that when the inevitable happens and he wins, be magnanimous in your reaction, because in future we may need somebody from your corner to maybe be the president of Kenya. And I have already seen that even before the thing that happens. I've seen from the reaction, the way people are making the comments. Actually, this so-called part two came about because of how a few people, imagine 10,000 views, but we have around 3 people who have annoyed me. But I'll have to answer them that. From the way they talk, most of them are naming themselves funny names. You find somebody naming son of soil, whatever, whatever. But if we were to identify these people, hey, tunawajua tu. Yeah, these people feel that it is their, what do you call, royal duty to protect him and to do what, and they even become very hostile. I take 15 minutes to talk, giving out reasons, and then they just pick one sentence that yes, you are loyal to Raila, but your loyalty is not strong enough. Even Jesus himself, by the way, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic. Even Christ himself does not demand that from me. So that is why I was saying that his people should be respectful in their reaction when he, of course, he's going to win. He's going to win, so they should do that. And then there is, I said there are those people who give themselves funny names, son of soils, nini nini, without, but you can guess from the way he's talking, it's like he's from a certain tribe. And he was asking me uh, in the comments, if you can see, he was asking me at why I mean trying to philosophize the way Raila was talking and the way the Djibouti fellow was talking. To him, he sees that by me saying that Raila lost the debate, to him he sees that I've changed. I'm no longer a Raila person as far as AUC is concerned. To him, you have to worship Raila A to Z, but you have to be realistic. And that is why you throw stones when he loses, because you have to be realistic and come back. Political issues are not philosophical issues. And if political issues are philosophical issues, then I want to know where the philosophy of Tibim, ria, higher, higher, if that is, if there is any sense that is making them. And I want also to reiterate here again, once again, that it is 54 people, 54 heads of states who are voting. And if you are a Kenyan, including me, it is just a sideshow when I say I'm among the first people to endorse Raila. It is just a sideshow. Because if you are a Kenyan, whether you are among us who endorsed Raila in the first place, or whether from the word go you are against Raila, it doesn't matter, because our vote is Ruto. And whichever direction Ruto votes is what will go. Whether we differed on the social media, oh, sijui, you are a Railaist now, but not Railaist enough. That is useless. That is stupid. I want to say this, that I'm also against these two people, including the president himself. You see, the president is very much pro Raila going to the African Union chair. Unless I'm proven wrong, but I do believe that the principal reason for Ruto wanting Raila to go to the African Union Council is for Raila to get out of, so we don't have it is like cutting all the big trees. You see, like these trees behind me. Ukikata yote ibaki moja. That is why Ruto is supporting Raila, so that he remains alone the 2027. And those who are against Raila, all of them, against Raila winning the African Union seat. They are against him just because they want him to give Ruto, or they want to give him to come back and handle the issues that he has always handled well, putting the government in power on its toes. I've said it and I'll say it again. Although Raila is also himself to blame, but I'll say it again. It was very bad. It is very bad to have invested all our energies, all our whatever, in having only one human being the only person capable of placing the government in check. He placed Moi in check. He placed Kibaki in check. He placed Uhuru in check. He placed Ruto in check. We should be having a system. We all die. And I know when you talk of dying and you associate it with Raila, you'll see in the comment, hata we utakufa, hata sijui, we will all die. Even our Lord Jesus himself died. We should have a system whereby, yes, a certain politician is good, let's say, at a certain level. We should even have a system where he serves 2 or 3 terms. No, 2 or 3 terms, then moves and another one comes. This issue of one candidate, and that is why those who know where I come from, there is the person who was voted out recently as the MCA, he's from the JI-TENGE family. Imagine he became a councillor in 1988. Is it 88? 83. He is even a former, if you know, if anybody from Webuye can tell you, Mayor Ngome. 1983 he was a councillor. How many years are those? 41. And not even, he has never, even right now when you go to see him, he has never thought of even being a MNA or something. And that is why I differed with Dennis Waweru. Dennis Waweru, I would have wished him to have contested the governor, and then a person like KJ becomes the MNA for 2 or 3 terms. After he completes his third term, he then thinks of something like senator or some. We want people to be moving up and out. Now, if you are an MNA and you don't want to be the senator or you don't want to be the governor because in your constituency there is nobody, it means that umechimba chimba wale watu wanafanya nini? Wale wange take over from you. We should have that thing. We should also, in the opposing the government or even placing the government in, we should not have 40 years from 1982, we all rely on one family and one person. I know we have 2 types of people who, as we are speaking now, they are fasting. They are fasting. On one side, they are fasting, praying that Raila loses. And on the other side, they are fasting, praying that Raila wins. Those who want him to lose, it's because of 2 things. They want him to lead the opposition. If there are those things people talk and there are those things people mean. If they were to be very frank with you, they want Raila to lose simply because nobody is there to place Ruto in the 2027 on his toes. That is an evil intention. Others, the second team, who want him to lose, are those who know that if he goes to OAU or African Union, they will lose relevance. We have some very many people who, there is that former province, and then there is places like Madare, there is places like Ibira. There are those people who have been even made councillors and MCAs simply because they have been associated with him. You can even see Jalango made it because he was very close to what do you call Fidel. So there are those people who would want him to lose because they know that. I mean, they are praying. They want him to come back and lead the opposition, or if they don't come back, they will rule. These people will lose relevance. Let me tell you a secret. And I don't want Raila to lose. But if Raila loses 2027, if he stood for the chairman of the cattle dip, I'm sure he will lose, even to a person like me. So those who are praying that Raila loses so that they get the 2 points, please don't. Yes, the Djibouti fellow is good. He's young, he's healthy, he's affable, he's whatever. But don't you think it's good to win from a good opposition, from a good position? I'll repeat that one again. Yes, the Djibouti fellow is good. But don't you think it is good to win when you have won against a very strong candidate? Yeah, I think the idea has now come out well. If Raila was to contest against Vibuyu, Bukusu tusema Vimuka, if Raila was to contest against nobodies, people of little or no influence, would that be a win? But suppose he wins against somebody who is very eloquent, very whatever. Don't you think that is a double win? Another thing Raila's worshippers should know is that every time, and every time Raila has tried to contest any seat, Raila worshippers should know that he's a candidate. Na ukiwa candidate, your work is to pembeleza people, voters there, even sympathizers and whatever. But then Raila's worshippers have always come out with aim that of the entitlement. And that entitlement, as I've said, that they even have Railameter. They have a Railameter where they say that yes, you are supporting Raila, but your support is not strong enough. I want RAILAPHOBIAs and RAILAMANIACs to understand that I can support him and criticize him at the same time. When I say that the Djibouti fellow won it's not that I've changed my mind. No. Let me tell you, I'll stop supporting Raila's AUC chair the day he will be sworn in as the AUC chair. That is the day I'll stop campaigning for him. I want to reiterate that the Djibouti fellow won the debate. When it came to contents, when it comes to contents of these channels, are mine and mine alone. When it comes to contents of this channel, they are mine and mine alone. You may have noticed that from my comments, especially when I talked about AUC chair, I was telling somebody was trying to tell, no, you should have. If I should have done that, okay, you upload that. Yes, upload that. I said this, I didn't say it properly, or I talked wrongly, either willingly or not. Now you come up with a clearer picture. After all, this social media and channels like these ones are meant for exchange of words. I've only said what I want. Have you ever seen me going to anybody's channel and telling him, no, don't go towards this side, start going this side? No. I may have alternative opinions which I air, but I do not feel that I'm entitled to correct him and tell him that next time say this and that. If Mr. Son of Soil, you think that Raila was philosophical and you found no philosophy at all, and you say that even talking Arabic, talking French and whatever, that is nothing, why don't you applaud that? I want both pro Raila and pro Raila to know that if you have alternative thoughts, if you have additional thoughts, if you have more facts, upload yourself and talk to them. There is nowhere apart from YouTube and those people who go to an extent of even sending something on my pay bill. I am not paid by anybody. You'll never find. We have other YouTubers who reach a place and then they start praising other. It is true that I can be approached like people like Naivas supermarket or anything. That as I'm talking, I place the adverts of Naivas or whatever. But as of now, nobody's hiring me. And even those people who are hired by people like Naivas or even Mabati Rolling Beans, you are only supposed to praise them on matters of their products and not the content that you're placing there. I am not Smart Joker. You know, Smart Joker's uploads are meant to please people and make. So mine, I'm not a politician. I'm not a Smart Joker who is out to please people so that they laugh like Churchill life. No. Uh, so I'm not out to please people. I am out to express my opinion. Those who act simultaneously in any situation are in a parade. Are you getting me? I'm trying to say that we cannot we cannot talk for 5 hours and all the time we agree. There are occasions when we disagree, when we do whatever. So when people like Son of Soil reaches out and says that the one point that I didn't make, and then he makes a total of nonsense out of that, he should know that those people who agree throughout are in the parade. And if you want to know that, just Google Jamhuri Day parade. You'll see that when they go, if it is the left leg going, it's the left leg. If it is the right arm, why are they in uniform? Because there is somebody who is called a parade commander. He says right turn, and then they all right turn. But when we spend time reasoning and expressing things differently, it shows that it is an intellectual expression and which is good. Meanwhile, let us wait until February to celebrate the installation of Raila Amolo Odinga as the African Union chair. Thank you.